Hi my owls, I'm Athina and I'm happy that you are here with me today. Today we are going to look at how your month of November 2022 will be looking like. And for this I will be using the spread that I made with the little help of our agent in the tarot and divination amino that I am in. This will be the spread that I will be using to see how your month of November will be looking like. And for this reading we have 3 piles. Pile number 1 has the Children of Letha tarot deck and this lapis lazuli. And if you want to know how this deck looks like, here is a random card. You've got the Page of Wands. Group number 2, you've got the Shadowscapes tarot with the honey calcite. And if you want to know how this deck looks like, you've got the moon card. And pile number 3, you've got the Modern Witch tarot. And I believe this is obsidian, but I am not sure because I always get obsidian mixed with the black onyx. So I do believe this is the black obsidian, but it can also be the black onyx. I am not sure. I always get the 2 wrong. So, and for you to know how this deck looks like, you've got the 6 of Cups. Don't worry, even if the cards are in German or in any other language that is not English, I will try my best to translate it. So these are the tarot decks that I will be using in your groups. Of course, I have oracle cards here on the side to get more information about the month ahead. And so now for you to choose the groups, I want you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth so that you can calm down your mind and be able to choose the pile that you are most drawn towards. So please close your eyes and take your 3 deep breaths. For those that didn't know that I participate in this too, I do it as well so that I can calm down myself as well. So if you are clairaudient, I will be shortly saying the number of the piles so that whatever you hear that strikes to you the most, you can choose based on the sound. And for everyone else that don't choose the groups with sound, you can open up your eyes and see which deck is calling out to you. And if you need more time, you can always pause the video and go back. No pressure. The time is not running out, hopefully. Now for the clairaudient people, please listen closely. I will be beginning with saying the numbers. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will repeat. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will be seeing you at your piles Hi, pile number 1. You chose the Children of Letha tarot, the lapis lazuli, or pile number 1. If you choose based on the sound. Before I start the reading, I don't know, because before I started to tap into your energy, I wanted to clear the energy of this room, so I will be using this singing bowl to clear the energy for us, for you, for me, for my room, for everything. So if you are using headphones, please lower the volume so that you don't get startled and you don't hurt your ears. So please put the volume down here right now. Please cleanse the energy of group number 1 and myself and of this room. Please cleanse the energy. Please cleanse the energy. Thank you. So, before I start your reading, I forgot to mention some things in the intro. All text will be down below. Also, I forgot to mention that the timestamp. I'm talking to myself right now. Now, the text will be down below. I did wanted to mention something, but I forgot what it was. Yeah. Well, whatever. I think it wasn't that important. So, now I remember. While I'm doing the reading, I'm not able to see the phone that is currently filming this, so I will not be able to see if you have a clear vision of everything, because I have to stand up on my chair so that I can see what is on the phone screen. So I hope that you can see everything. Wait, yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, okay. That was all. Now let's start before I talk floods again and we are doing the reading, because you are here for the reading. So I was a bit surprised that I'm using this deck for this reading, because I do have to be sincere. When I got the deck last year, it was a shadow work deck for myself. Thank you for, is this the 6 of Wands? Success, victory. Don't know for what. Don't know for whom this card was. It was a shadow work deck, so it changed its purpose. So I'm really looking. King of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Cups. Okay. Someone that's impatient. Yeah. Who knows what this means? For maybe you are a bit impatient. A masculine energy. It was masculine energy. You don't have to consider yourself a man, gender-wise. Energy has nothing to do with gender. So you can be any gender and it still makes sense. It could also be someone in your life, whatever. So now, again, I will be using this spread for this reading. And I hope the cards don't flip around, because I like to flip them when the time is right. So now, What is the main theme of the month of November 2022 for group number 1? For everyone who chose group number 1. What is the main theme of the month of November? Please, Spirit, what is that? Yeah, of course not. What is the main theme for group number 1 for the month ahead of November 2022? Please, Spirit, what is the main theme for Shish Maria? Still too many cards. There is a bit of chaos going on. Maybe that's why, because I felt the need to cleanse the energy. Just something. What is the main theme for group number 1, please, Spirit? Just 1 or 2 cards. Please, what is the main theme for group number 1 month of November? With 1 or 2 cards, please. Yeah, not there. What is the main theme of the month ahead for group number 1? Please, Spirit. What is the main theme of group number 1? It's this one and not the ones that flew out. So, what does group number 1 need to look out for in the month of November 2022? What does group number 1 need to look out for in the month of November? What does group number 1 need to look out for, please, Spirit? This one here. So, what energy does group number 1 need to release from this past month of October so that they can have a good month of November? What energy does pile 1 need to release from this past month of October? This one. So, what energy can group number 1 embody for them to have a good month ahead of November? What energy can group number 1, thank you, embody? So, what advice do you have for group number 1 for the month ahead? What advice do you have for group number 1 for the month ahead? What advice do you have, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What is the possible outcome of the month of November for group number 1? What is the possible outcome for group number 1? Nah, that's too much. 1 or 2 cards, please. Lovely deck. What is the possible outcome? Oh, that flew right out. And it's 2. Nice. But whatever is happening, it should happen for a reason. So, at the back of the deck, you've got the 4 of Swords. It means resting, putting your mind a bit on a pause, resting yourself up, and also we have here the Moon, so listening to your intuition instead of your head is what I'm getting from this card. I'm not sure if this is a butterfly or if this is a moth. If it's a butterfly, then there is transformation happening for you. I don't know why I can speak right now. Mercury retrograde is over and I'm having a interesting accent. If it's a moth, then I don't know what the moth means in this sense of spirituality. So if I need this deck, the back of the deck again, I will pick it up. Now I need some water. Thank you for your patience. Now, your main theme of the month is what is this? Oh, the Magician in reverse. Oh, by the way, I did not mention it. I will be reading the little poems that come in the guidebook from this deck, just because I simp this poem and I really find it beautiful and I want to share this art with you. So back to the Magician in reverse. Normally the Magician upright is someone that has all resources for them to manifest and get everything they want in their life, but it is currently in reverse, meaning that whatever you are trying to manifest or trying to work out through, you don't have the suitable resources right now. You have to wait. There is still a missing puzzle piece so that it can go upright, and then the manifestation can roll in. It can also be, I'm remembering, so on the community I'm in, the Tarot and Divination Amino, TADA for short, or agent, she talked about that the magician can be someone that's knows a bit of tricks so that they can elude themselves. So maybe this is going to be a tricky month for you. Maybe there are some things that will be sorry, I'm being drawn towards the magician's hair. It's red. Either you have red hair, you know someone that has red hair, maybe you want to color your hair red. But it's either confirmation or you need to look out for someone with red hair. What does this red hair mean? Them. I think it means you, yourself. Maybe you are wanting to dye your hair red in November, but being in reverse, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. But you decide how you will be having this month. So Claire Magician. Yeah. I wanted to read the poem, but I'm drawn towards the meaning in reverse, manipulation. So the main theme of the month has something to do with manipulation. I won't advise you to manipulate people, so please don't do this, because karma is a beach. A beach, you know, with ocean and so on. This is what I mean. Or someone is trying to manipulate you. So be careful. And now I understand why. Listen to Sorry I Bumped Into You. I didn't want to. Hope you don't get motion sickness from this. Now I understand why I was drawn towards the moon with the intuition. You need to listen to your intuition so that you can figure out who is trying to manipulate you. Don't know why, but I think it may be someone that has an earth sign. Page of Swords was underneath the Four of Swords. Someone that's curious, charismatic, has a lot of ideas, based on the earth sign. It can be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. They have, as sun sign, it could be a moon sign, the rising sign, you name it. A lot of planets in this sign or in the house placement that they rule over. So yeah, do keep you're protected, and don't manipulate others. It's because karma, you know. And listen to your intuition. It will be guiding you. You just have to pause, breathe, and not expect anything, because intuition comes in ways that we try to project onto something, that you are seeing an image or you hear a phrase. Sometimes it's just a word. Sometimes it's, for me, for example, it's not every time that I hear phrases, I hear words, or I hear music playing. It has some, or you can even, when you're passing by someone and they're talking on the phone, and then they say a phrase and it just strikes you. This can be intuition as well. There's so many ways that we can't even imagine how this works, and we try to project onto it, and so we block it because we are projecting that it has to be this way, and so it can come in. So just chill, and it'll come when it comes. So now, to the poem. To create or to destroy, to build a tool or make a toy, to master one or taste them all, to bend and yield or to stand tall, to covet and keep or share and be merry, my questions are burdens that I alone must carry. Yeah, not the lightest poem that I've read from this deck. But yeah, maybe you have to question yourself. You have to ask yourself those questions. Just stating. So now, for what you look out for in the month ahead, you've got this is the Six of Swords, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Clearly there is some, then this is a moth and that's the butterfly. So clearly there is transformation happening, because we see how the butterfly is going through the process of leaving the cocoon, and this is not an easy thing for the butterfly to do, because they have to use the muscles of their wings to contradict, so that they can break free from the cocoon. And it's advised to not help butterflies to do this, because they are using their wings so that they can gain the strength and muscle so that they can fly. So if you help a butterfly out of the cocoon, they probably have not the strength to fly around. So let them struggle. So you have to struggle first. This perfect transition. You have to struggle first and go through poop sometimes before you can come out of it in a better place. Because in traditional ways of the image of the cards, we see two people in a boat, and a third one is rowing the boat from stormy waters to calmer waters. So you have to go through struggles so that you have the strength to keep going and move forward with whatever. So don't let the struggle beat yourself up. And also with the Seven of Pentacles, this is a card about you've put the seed on and you've worked hard, you've cultivated the plant, you've gave it water, you let it rest, you let the sun shine on it, but that doesn't mean that the things are over. Waiting around will not always be helpful, so don't laze around. Do keep working on those things. You may be prone to procrastination, so you have to struggle and go through the process so that you can gain the abundance that you want, whatever abundance this is talking about, and whatever manifestation I was talking at the beginning. But don't use manipulation to get at the end of this of the goal, because it's I've said it and I will say it again, karma will come back and bite you, and sometimes not in the nicest way. I need a bit more water because I'm talking floods again. Now let's move forward. What energy do you need to release from this past month? You've got the King of Wands, and I have to be sincere, it was in reverse, but it turned upright because of the cards, so I will leave it upright, and I have it in mind that it was reversed. So what energy you need to release from this past month? Maybe you were impatient. That's the reverse meaning. The King of Wands in reverse is someone that's impatient, quick to anger and being a bit more aggressive. It's a masculine energy. So they are go-getter, and I think they would, in reverse, they would do anything to get what they want by being aggressive, impatient, like the lion. Just see how the lion is roaring. It's not an energy you want to have around you. So maybe that's why you needed a little cleansing with the singing bowl. But in the upright position, the King of Wands is someone charismatic. They are a good leader. They have fantastic ideas and are really passionate. But as I said, they are a bit on the quick temperance, fire energy, fire element, fire signs. So Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Maybe it's a person that you know that has those characteristics, and so maybe it's a bit this month of November. Try to maybe distance yourself with their energy is not the best, and I forgot to read the poems for those two cards, and I will be doing this right now because pretty much finished with the King of Wands as well. So the Six of Swords is, as I leave this place here, a piece of me stays, but I must follow the sun and bask in its rays. Ah, that's beautiful. Then Pentacles is here with the 7. Here. The fruit is sweeter than the seed, but it takes so long to grow. Still, if I eat the seed right now, the fruit I'll never know. I let it be a message on its own. So now the Wands for the King of Wands. I speak and you listen. One dares not look away. Warm as I am, I can be twice as fierce, so let not your loyalties sway. I just took a quick glance on the reverse meaning. Boisterous, a showboat. I never heard this expression before, but I can pretty much guess what it means. Extremely volatile, tyrannical, overcompensating for insecurities. Oof. Yeah, this deck is not for the faint heart. Again, I'm seeing it. So, what energy to embody for the month ahead? Oops. What is it? The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles is someone that is hardworking. They still have a lot to learn. But they don't yield to go for what they want and learn the steps slowly. And it's interesting that in this particular deck, the page is sitting on whatever this animal is called. Normally the pages stand on their own and they are not writing something. So meaning that this has a bit to do with action. So what energy do you need to embody? What does the Page of Pentacles mean in this case? I remember a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle that states learn from the past. I thought about the past because for me, if someone looks left, I'm sorry, I got it mixed. When they look left, they are looking at the past. When they look right, they are looking at the future. So the Page of Pentacles is looking at the past. And because I remember the card, remember the past, learn from the past, maybe you need to tap into some memories from the past and learn from them. What did not work out? How can you adjust it so that it can work out the next time you are trying? But still don't give up just because it failed one time. Just by looking at past things that happened and reflecting on it, taking a pause to reflect and listen to your intuition. Maybe your guides, if you have a connection with them, it will bring you some knowledge that will be helping you for the month of November. Yeah. So now to the beautiful poem of this card. A coin is like a seed in more ways than one. Both can be made into plenty or be reduced back to none. Who? And someone who is financially reckless, vision without follow through, arrogant, passionate but unfocused. Meanings of the card from the guidebook, not from my intuition. So maybe something is calling you out or just drawing your attention. Not to be mean or something like this. Well, your advice for is the Wheel of Fortune. Ha! The Wheel of Fortune keeps turning. As the season turns, the wheel turns as well, and when you were on the top, you can also go to the bottom. So your advice is that if you are trying to make a plan about manipulation or something like this, do know that karma will be turning for you, and what is up will come down. So please pay attention to it. Yeah, and even if it's someone else, don't try to take revenge. That's not something that you should do. Let the universe, God, the goddess, whatever you believe in, your guides, do their thing, because karma will bite the person that needs karma. Yeah, and when you were feeling low and things were not working out, be advised that the wheel will be turning into your favor as well if you put in the hard work to achieve the things you wanted to do. So don't get discouraged. So now the Wheel of Fortune's poem. So, it may be spring one moment and winter the next. First you are happy and then you are vexed. Fear not the wheel with its ups and its downs. It's on the same face, whether it smiles or frowns. Both the good and the bad are needed to be. So take the one with the other, for that is the key. Just beautiful. And yeah, without the bad you can't really appreciate the good. So it's part of the same coin. So you sometimes have to go through hardships so that you can appreciate more the good times. And if you never knew hardships, you wouldn't even know how it is to feel good on and be happy. And also, even if you never and if you never knew good things, you wouldn't be able to know what hardships are. So it goes both ways. It is the same coin, but the different side of it. Just wanting to mention this. So now for the possible outcome of the month ahead, you've got the Seven of Swords, no. The Seven of Cups and the Tower in reverse. Oof. The Tower in reverse means that you are trying to still hold on to something that is meant to be changed. So I'm not advising you to do that. Let the change happen. Even if you don't like it, it's for the best. It's for you, not. This happens for you, not to you. Just remembering something. And it's really interesting. We have here the eel, and here we have this sea monster. That's also a bit of an eel. So I don't know if eels are important to you. Maybe it's a sign for you. Whatever. Shattering illusions. The Seven of Cups sometimes talks about illusions, and dreams, mostly seeing an illusion that is not happening, and it's also something that in the traditional imagery you have 7 cups, and in every cup there is something different, and the person is trying to choose which cup is the best for them. And in some cups there are some things that are bit more of the challenging aspect of the things, and we stay stagnant because we don't know which cup to choose, because we are afraid of those challenges. But those challenges are what gives us knowledge to go on a way. Those challenges are there for us to grow. So it's something that you should not be afraid of if a challenge appears. And maybe if you are listening to your intuition, if you take on the advice, of course, maybe there is an illusion that will be shattering, and you will see the truth behind it. Yeah, there is a force that is trying to break down something that was built, that was not meant to be here forever in the month. So don't let it get you discouraged, this message. It is for the better, and I always put in the intention that the messages should be clear and kind and for the highest good of all and harm to none. So it is something that you've needed to hear. But I also get a bit on the feels if I have to deliver those messages, so I feel you. So 7 of Cups, the poem. Choices abound and cups overflow, but not all choices are treasures, even when they appear to be so. Don't fall into temptation. Be aware of the side, feeling trapped. Maybe you are trying to escape from reality with fantasy and illusions. Be also aware of false opportunity. Really listen to your intuition, and yeah. Oof. Now to the Tower. Your foundations are of salt, your understanding is of sand. As your tower falls down, where is it you'll land? The serpent that rises from the depths of your will, the lightning that strikes with precision and skill. These things will come despite what you do, wherever you sink or you swim, it's all up to you. Yeah, wherever you take this opportunity or not, it's all up to you. If you take it as a challenge so that you can grow from it, or if you let it get the best of you and you let it discourage you and let you down. Here is also the meanings in reverse. Narrowly avoiding disaster, blessing in disguise. Yeah, it's happening for you, not to you. It's always a blessing in disguise. At first we are always, no, why did this happen, and blah 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 blah, and afterwards, after time passed, you always say, oh, thank goodness this happened to me, because if not, I would have been put in here, whatever happened. Moderate change, maybe denial, avoiding tragedy, a purposeful destruction of oneself, an intervention. Destruction of oneself. Ooh, that's a hard. If you are going through an ego death, good luck. It's really not easy at all. Ooh, I'm rooting for you. How dare this candle just... Why is it not working? Thank you. So, didn't know that the candle was out. I like to have a bit of candlelight so that it can attract light. So now to the oracle cards, whatever they... Please, spirit guides, what do you have to say for group number 1 for the month of November 2022? Loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. Yeah, you're trying to hold on to something that's not meant to be here anymore. And it's time for you to let it go so that something better can happen, because if you keep on holding to it, it's will not be helpful, and the universe will come at full force to take it away, and it's better to let it go in a peaceful way than the universe taking a step in and really smacking it out of your way. So maybe you also need to have new coping mechanism. Don't try to flee from the reality with fantasy. And if you don't know what coping mechanism is helpful for you, do search for professional help. They have so many methods for you to have a healthy coping mechanism through the hard times. And just let the universe hold you and be there for you and help you out on those things. Is there anything else you want to say to group number 1 spirit for November of 2022? Something that I didn't mention? Anything else you want to say to group number 1 for the month ahead for November? Is there anything else you want to say to group number 1 that was not mentioned that will be helpful for them through the month of November? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I knew there was something else. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid transmission activation. Yeah. Okay, put it here. So, you are going through an activation, and it's not something easy. I went through this as well in October, and I was so tired the whole time. I couldn't do anything, so I had to rest, and I didn't film for a whole week. So there is an activation happening in your light body. Maybe this is also a card that means that if you can, you should do a star bathing. Just sitting there looking at the stars at night, if it's possible, of course, and if the weather is helping, and just let the energies of the stars help you with the activation and the transformation and the transition. And maybe also for a few of you, you feel like the need to go on a trip to a certain place because you are meant to activate something in the crystal grid of this place, because the whole earth has a crystal grid surrounding it. It doesn't have to be the crystal grid of a place that is far away. It could also be your hometown, and you're needing to connect with the crystal grid of your hometown. At the back of the deck you have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yeah, it is all the plan. It was all the plan of your soul when you came here on Earth. There is something that I can't really explain with my own words. That's why I'm going to read it from the booklet, because this person has just a way, Rebecca Campbell has just a way with the words that it's not for everyone to cope to do it as well. So I remember soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. There was a moment before you were born when you choose the conditions of the life you're living right now, when you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life. To trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. Then something you can think about is what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? By listening to your intuition and calming down, you will be able to hear it more clearly. So, next oracle deck. What do you have to say, Spirit, to group number 1? Is there anything else you want to add for the November prediction of 2022? Something that will help group number 1? Something that was not mentioned for group number 1? Something that will be helpful? Something that was not mentioned right now? Any other messages you want to let group number 1 know for the month of November 2022? Please, Spirit, is there anything else you want to add? Yeah. 2 things. Ooh. Ooh. I saw the cards. So, first things first. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. This card talks about imagine how heaven would look like. What does it have? Your, let's say, a life that you would like to have, that you think that it's heaven, and now it's time for you to bring this heaven on earth. Whatever you want to have on earth, try to bring it down here. Whatever idea you have that you think, if this thing, this if people would do this, that will be heaven on earth. Do this. Be the first one to create heaven on earth, because that's something that is maybe the mission you came here to do, is to create heaven on earth for the ones that are coming. And where should I put it here? So, and then you have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah, the Pleiades, if you didn't know, is a civilization from the Pleiadian. That's a star cluster with 7 stars at the sign of Taurus. Also, the star cluster is also called the 7 Sisters. I know this because I'm a little bit working with the Pleiades. And they have lovely energy. They're really they really have unconditional love, and they're really helpful and also graceful in a way. And maybe you identify yourself as a starseed. That's someone that their soul originated somewhere else other than Earth. So maybe your first life was not on Earth as a soul, but on the Pleiades or any other civilization out there, and you came here on Earth as a starseed to plant something so that you can create heaven on Earth, because Earth is in really need of help, so that humanity and Earth can raise in vibration, because we are currently stuck in 3D, and that's a really dense energy. Not a lot of unconditional love is around. It's really fear-based, a lot of anger, jealousy, greed. And starseeds came here with a double mission, growing as their soul as well, because there are some things that you can only learn here on Earth, and also helping humanity and Earth raise in vibration. So, and channeling ideas even can be helpful ideas that nobody thought of first, and then you come with this idea and it's just breathtaking and it just changes everything, and this will be so helpful in the long run. So, and then you have at the back of the deck, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah. That's just explains everything with the cleansing energy. This is maybe you didn't walk around much, you didn't do any exercises, and your energy became a bit stagnant. So dancing, moving your body, doing yoga, working out, something that moves your body will help move your energy flow as well, and so you can be better in this state of receiving the ideas as well, that and having this idea, this is what I need to do, this will help me, and whatever is trying to come through, just trying to change your energy. So now I will be using my self-made lyrics oracle deck to get any last information. This is mostly music and some passages of music that I find encouraging and uplifting, so maybe you can listen to this music throughout the month of November, or maybe just take the message that comes with the song. So now, dear spirit guides, what messages do you have for group number 1? What encouraging messages do you have for group number 1? What song can group number 1 listen to that will be helpful for them for the month of November? Is there any other messages you want to convey to group number 1? Anything else that was not mentioned? Anything, any song that would be beneficial for group number 1 to listen to? Anything else you want to add, Spirit? I think that's okay. So at the back of the deck, you've got Permission to Dance by BTS. There's always something that's standing in the way, but if you don't let it face you, you'll know just how to break. Just keep the right vibe, yeah, because there's no looking back. There ain't no one to prove. We don't got this on lock, yeah. Yeah, there's always something that will be standing in your way, but just try to not let it get to you, because you know how to navigate through it, and you don't have to prove to anyone even that this is something that you can't do. You can prove to everyone that you can do it and go through this. So now, the first lyrics you've got is Dynamite by BTS as well. Both songs are from the Korean idol group, but those both songs are in English. Everything is in English, because I am in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire and set the night alight, shining through the city with a little funk and soul, so I will light it up like dynamite. Yeah, let yourself shine. Don't dim your light, let yourself shine your authentic light. Shine your fire, shine your light, and you are going to light it all up. Then you have from 77 Bombay Street, Club of Optimistic People. Every step you take will surely bring closer. Forget the small mistakes, we're on a roller coaster. When you're down, you rise with sunshine in your eyes. Yeah, everything you do will bring you closer to your end goal. And don't sweat on the small mistakes, because everyone does mistakes, and from those mistakes you will be learning so that you can do better. And life is a roller coaster. You have your ups and downs. It turns, but always know that when you are down, you will be rising again, and fortune will be coming back. So, and your last one is 77 Bombay Street, Own the World. You can own the world. Please don't hide your face. While we trade a place, you can own the world. Yeah, this means that you can have what you want. You don't need to hide yourself and dim your light, hide behind a mask, while you are trying to navigate through this lifetime, because you can create the world you want it to look like. You own the world in a sense. You can co-create it with the universe. Whew. That was an intense reading, and I really hope that it helped you and gave you courage to go through whatever is happening right now. Don't let it get you. You've got this. I'm cheering you on, and I will be really happy if this helped you in any sense, in a way. And thank you for being here with me. I hope you have a great month, and I will be seeing you at my next video. Bye! Hi, pile number 2, group 2. You chose the Highly Cow side, the Shadowscapes Tarot, the Moon card, or whichever timestamp was down below. This is going to be your month ahead reading of November 2022. As I stated in the intro, I'll be using this spread that I made myself for this reading so that we can look at how your month is going to be like. I do have to say that I filmed the intro and the first group some days ago, and I have no idea what I've talked about in the intro nor in group 1, so maybe I'm going to repeat myself. I don't know. All the cards that I will be using will be down in the description. I may sound a little bit different. For me, it does sound like I'm a bit sick, but it's not that. It's just that I had to run an errand for my mother, and I literally had to run, and I have a bit of asthma, so if I am coughing, it's because of my asthma that's acting up a little bit. So I will be drinking more water throughout the reading, so I hope that you are understanding of this. And while I'm talking, talking about myself, I'm shuffling the cards so that we have a good shuffle for the reading. So now what is the main theme of November 2022 for pile number 2, group number 2, Spirit? What is the main theme for the month of November 2022 for group number 2? What does group number 2, pile number 2, need to look out for in the month of November 2022? Is this upright or reverse? Upright, okay. I'd like to have a card, one card more. What's this group number 2, pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of November 2022? One more card for this question, please, Spirit. What's this group number 2, pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of November 2022? I don't think it wants to give me another card. Okay, let's leave it at this. Then, what energy does group number 2, pile 2, needs to release from this past month of October 2022? What energy does group number 2, pile number 2, need to release from this past month of October 2022 for them to have a good month of November? Please, Spirit. Thank you. What energy can group number 2, pile number 2 embody for them to have a good month of November 2022? Please, Spirit guide. What energy can group number 2 That's a shuffling mistake, so I will not be taking that card. If they are meant to come out again, they will. What energy does group number 2, pile number 2, need to embody for the month of November 2022 to be good for them? What energy does pile number 2 need to embody for them to have a good month of November 2022, please, Spirit? What energy can group number 2 embody for them to have a good month of November 2022? Okay. Please, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for group number 2, pile number 2 for the month of November 2022? What advice do you... Thank you. What is the possible outcome of the month of November 2022 for group number 2, pile number 2? What is the possible outcome of the month of November 2022 for pile number 2, group number 2? Please, spirit guide. Okay. I need to shuffle it like this. Okay. Sometimes the cards don't come out because they need to be in reverse or upright for them to fly out. Sometimes they fly out when they are jumping out of the deck, but sometimes they have a harder time to do this. So what is the possible outcome for the month of November 2022 for pile number 2, group number 2? Please, spirit guides. See? It flew right out. So before we start, for the back of the deck we have the King of Swords upright, air energy. The energy is more masculine. You don't have to be male and identify yourself as male. Energy doesn't have gender, it's just yang and yin energy, and the King of Swords is a yang energy. So he is someone that has a lot of wisdom because of the owl. He is a good communicator. He can plan really good, be strategic. He is more of a person that thinks before he acts, and also listens more to his mind than his heart. He is a good leader. I don't know why, but today in the morning when I was drinking my tea, I saw 2 crows, and here again there are 2 crows. So maybe you will be seeing crows, 2 of them always together in the month of November, or maybe crows is an important animal for you, or it is going to be a sign for you. I'm just leaving it there. I don't know much about meanings of animals. So now I will be drinking a bit of water. So the first card is the main theme of November 2022 for you, and this is going to be ooh, I like it. Number 2, group number 2. You got the as the main theme of November, you've got the 9 of Cups. Oh, that's fantastic. Your main theme is going to be a wish fulfillment. Having the dreams that you wanted come true. Sorry, I'm looking at the card a little bit. It looks like this person is pouring something into a cup, so something will be pouring in for you, or you will be pouring in something that is going to make you feel happy and fulfilled, or you are going to fill your own cup and make yourself happy and fulfilled. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there are only 8 fishes, but 1 cup. Sometimes the imagery of the decks are a bit different and can tell you, or me in this case, a message. But I'm not getting much from this card, only the meanings that I already know from the Nine of Cups, that is wish fulfillment, being satisfied with the things you have accomplished, feeling emotionally fulfilled. But let's see, the guidebook of this deck has a different approach, so maybe there is something else here. Nine of Cups. Enjoy the pleasure of the senses, satisfaction and wish fulfillment. The future is assured and there is bounty on the horizon. So, well, things are coming in for you, pile number 2. And I'm excited for you. I hope you like it. Well, there is not much to say about this. So, for what do you need to look out for in the month of November is the Ace of Cups. New beginnings, a new emotional beginning, more or less. Maybe you want to start something that you have an emotional attachment to, and you need to look out for that you don't overdo it, because even though the cup is full, sometimes if you overwork yourself, the cup can empty out fast. There may be a gathering that you need to look out for. I don't know why. There are a gathering of fish here, and there are, I think those are fairies with the fishes. So, well, water spirits. So also maybe look out for gatherings that you don't feel like going to. It's best to, if you don't feel like going to a place, it's best to reject the offer, because it can be that you are picking up already on something that is already not for your highest good, and just by rejecting it you can spare yourself from this maybe not so good energy, but it's not something for everyone that's watching this. So look out for emotional starts. Don't be too hardworking on it. Take your time, yes, to work on it, but don't overwork yourself. It can also be related to a relationship that is going to start, wants to start. Just be cautious and take care of your own energy. So, what energy you need to release from this past month of October is the Ace of Swords in reverse. You have a lot of aces currently. The Ace of Swords normally talks about a new beginning of a mental state. In a positive way, you have this clear mind, these ideas that are coming in, and it's like a fresh start with a fresh mind. But being in reverse, you may have had a really cloudy month in October. You couldn't clear your head. Maybe you didn't get as much ideas as you used to. And that's okay. It happens to the best of us. Even I go through those times where I have no ideas and my head's a mess and my head's a cloudy mess. Maybe also having more negative thoughts, as in I can't do this, I'm not good enough, fill in the blanks. Maybe you had more of those negative thoughts in October. And I have to say, I too was not feeling right this month. And also, I'm filming this before the new moon solar eclipse. There is a lot of transformation going to happen in this new moon solar eclipse. When you are watching this video, it's probably when it comes out, it's Thursday. So on Tuesday from the same week, it's Tuesday the 25th of October, it's when this is going to happen, the solar eclipse and the new moon. And a lot of transformation is going to happen because it's all in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio means transformation. Scorpio is a water energy, so water element. Yeah, maybe there is a bit of a mental energy going on what's going on in October, and now you need to release that so that you can have a fresh start again. And there's nothing left to say about this. So now, for what energy you can embody to have a good month of November is, well, the Ten of Wands is a card of completion. It's the end of the suit of the wands. But also it means that you are taking on too much of a burden on yourself. Look at how this figure is holding a whole city or village on her back, and you don't have to hold on your whole city, village, or other people's business for you to do, because it's not your work to do, it's their work. And you need to focus on yourself more and put some of those burdens down so that you can stand straight up. Also, what I'm being reminded of is when you are sitting straight, walking with a straight back, the energy in your body can flow better. Because if you hunch down, you embody this energy of insecurity, not feeling good, and your energy can also I'm hunching over here as I'm saying this, but you are not seeing myself, so you may be blocking your own energy from flowing up, because normally the energy comes up from the root chakra up, all other 7 chakras up to the crown chakra. It's like from here down to the sacral chakra, that's below your navel. Solar plexus chakra is above your navel, stomach area. Then you have your heart chakra, that's and your chest area, in the middle of the chest area. Your throat chakra, that's your throat. Your third eye chakra is between your brows, and your crown chakra is on top of your head. And the energy normally flows from down upwards. You can also when you are having an idea that's coming from the divine, you are downloading it, so energy comes from up downwards. And for this to happen, you also have to have a bit of a straight back, so that it can flow down to the representative chakra that's need to be addressed. Like having an idea can be your crown chakra and your third eye chakra, and expressing this then idea and putting it to work would be your throat chakra, and your solar plexus chakra. For myself, it's like this. It can also be the heart chakra, because if it's something you hold dear in your heart, it can be that this is going to be also something that goes down till there, depending on, of course, on what this entails. So just have your back straight and not as hunched as this person, and don't take on too much burden. And you will be completing something as well. Because if you finish something, something new starts, basically. Then advice for the month ahead is the Seven of Swords. The Seven Swords is to be cautious, because there may be someone, it can be someone from this gathering, that is not showing you their true colors. This card is talking about a thief that is stealing something, is being sneaky behind the back of yourself, and really doesn't care about hurting or harming you, with them being sneaky and doing tricks, being sly as well. So, and here you have again two crows. So the two crows from the King of Swords, the two crows of the Seven of Swords, and the two crows that I saw today at breakfast. So crows are something, it doesn't have to be a crow, it could also be a raven, or two black ravens. Oh, and I'm seeing there are three, not two. Well, either way, maybe it's you and another person, and then there is a third person that is trying to sneak in. Now that I saw that there are three in this card. So either way, your advice for this month is to be cautious about someone that is being sneaky, sly, trying to get what they want with not so truthful and honest actions and words as well, because it's swords mind, it's like a mind game. And the possible outcome of the month ahead, if you keep the advices good, is the Page of Cups. Ooh. The Page of Cups is someone that is learning how to deal with their emotions as well as their intuition. It can be also a messenger, trying to come in that is emotional, heartfelt. It could also be a message from your own intuition that's trying to come in after this month. And look at how she is holding this bowl calmly with a straight back. She has a straight back so that the message can come through. And what I'm seeing is from this bowl, there is this mist that is engulfing her. It feels like that this is she's water scrying, and she's giving the messages from the divine, and it's surrounding her field and her senses. Yep, that's all from your tarot cards. I will be drinking a bit of water so that I can go to the oracle cards next. So that you have enough information for the month of November. So, please, spirit guides, what messages do you have for pile number 2, group number 2 for November 2022? Is there something that needs to be said, something that I didn't cover in? Any other messages you want to let pile number 2, group number 2 know about their month of November 2022? Is there anything you want to say to pile number 2? Please, spirit guides. Is there anything you want to say to pile number 2? Any advices you want to give for pile number 2 for them to have a good month? Okay, I will be taking those. We're all trying to jump out, and you got at the back of the deck, big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Pleiades is a star constellation near the sign of Taurus. If you are having, if you live in the northern hemisphere at night when you don't have clouds or anything and the moon is not up, you are able to see the Pleiades constellation right now. I saw it for myself and I have to say it's really beautiful. They blink from Earth. It looks like they are blinking. It's really cool to see. The Pleiades is a civilization. They are a bit more advanced than we human. They have this unconditional love for us. They are helping us as well to reach the goal of Earth moving into the 5th dimension before it's too late and humans, well, pretty much are sabotaging each other and keeping the energy of Earth down, because Earth was a planet that was in the 7D. It was 7D, but it came crashing down to 3D because of some circumstances that I will not be saying now. This is a subject for another video. But their energy is like this visionary. They have those ideas that are helpful for humankind as well as for themselves. And those are ideas that we as humans will never think of, because our minds are still a bit on this limited construction. We have this limited construction in our mind, and maybe there is an idea that you will come in to you and you think, nah, that's something that is bananas, never did this before. Well, maybe it means that you are meant to be the first person to do this. Did you think about that? Big picture thinking. Look at the bigger picture. Is something from another oracle deck that just came in. So your first card is Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Basically, whatever this idea is that you are trying to work on, you've done this before, and it's coming from your memories, it's coming from your soul. Those are memories and gifts that come from your soul, meaning that you're probably a master on this kind of thing. And with this maybe limiting belief that you are having, you are standing in your own way. So you got the confirmation that you've done this before, that it is a gift and a memory from your soul. So you will be rocking it, because you have the Nine of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. This is the main theme of November. This wish fulfillment, having your dreams come true, getting a message. What was the other thing that I said with the Page of Cups? I forgot. Yeah, getting messages from the divine, hearing your intuition, learning about your emotions, and so on. You've done this before. I'm talking to you there who is saying, nah, you are talking bananas, I'm not good at this. Yes, you are. This card did come out just for you to know that you've done this before, and so you are good at this. And I don't want to hear otherwise, okay? So, next, the Void. Stop, embrace winter, break cosmic womb. Yeah, sometimes there are times that you need to stop and rest. You can't work on something 100% every day without getting tired. You need to rest and replenish yourself so that spring can come again, because now we are in autumn, fall. We are harvest. It doesn't mean we all personally we all have different seasons. So maybe you're currently in your fall and autumn season, entering your winter phase, like the northern hemisphere is entering winter. But you can also be having your spring moment, and you are full of ideas and motivations and taking action to plant those seeds so that you can harvest it when your time is right. So here are some people that are currently entering the winter phase, where the things are slowing down. You need more rest so that you can, when your spring comes again, you can go for it with this energy that you have gathered through this rest. Great cosmic womb. Yeah, it's time to embrace and mother yourself in a way, and being held by the universe. Let them take care of some things for you. You don't have to do this alone there. You certainly don't have to do this. I said this before I flipped the card. Star family. Some of you may have from souls from another civilization that came here to Earth, a starseed that came here to Earth to help, when you have star family from other civilization that is trying to help you. And you are part of a team of souls. Call in support when you can't do something alone. Call in for help. Ask the divine, whatever you believe in, to send you help. Say that you can't do this alone. You don't know how to do this alone. Send someone in that is going to ask for someone that is going to help you on this journey. So you don't have to do this alone. Well, I said it before the card came out, so now you have the Child of the Cosmos as your last card. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Exactly. Everything you need to know is within yourself. Your soul has memories and gifts and has already learned some lessons. So it has this wisdom. Why do you think that I call you all owls when I am greeting you? It's because you are one. You are an owl that has wisdom in yourself, but you may have forgotten how to tap into this back, and I'm just here trying to remind you that you have this wisdom in it. As I have my wisdom, you have your wisdom. It doesn't have to be in the same field or in the same subject. It can also be in the same field and in the same subject. But you do it differently than I do it. And that's totally fine. There is only one of you that has learned it in this type of way. I have learned it in my type of way. I'm going it and doing it my way. And people that resonate with my way, they are going to stay with me and learn from me as well, so that they can tap into their wisdom. And then when they don't need me anymore, then it's a job I've done really great. They can separate themselves from me and go their own path, because they now remember that they have everything within them. So you have everything within you. Everything you want to know is within you. You just need a little bit more time to tap into it, maybe calming down your mind, doing meditations, breath work, guided meditations, maybe having a mindful walk in nature or whatever will be helping you. There are so many ways to tap into this intelligence. You can even ask your guides, if you believe that, of course, in them. It could be also that you only believe in angels, so you can ask your angels, your spirit guides, your star family to help tap you into this wisdom, to this intelligence that lies within you. This intelligence is everywhere around us. It's now I'm remembering the quote from Rebecca Campbell, who is responsible for this deck and the next deck that will be coming, and in her Rose Oracle deck, it states that the intelligence of the universe is even in the roses. It says when the rose should bloom, when it should close down. It just knows when it's the time and does it, because the intelligence lies within them as well as it lies within you, and you will know when the time's right. You will know what to do, because you've one, did it before and you're good at it, and two, because the intelligence lies within you. It's not something that's from outside, it's something that it's outside, within you, and all around. That were my 2 cents of this. Going to drink more water. So, now to the next deck of Rebecca Campbell. It's funny that I remembered her quote from the other deck. That, by the way, is not going to appear here in this reading. I didn't take it out. So, please, Spirit, what do you have to say for group number 2 for their month of November 2022? What do you want pile number 2 to know about November 2022? What messages could be helpful for pile number 2, group number 2? Is there anything left to say, anything that I didn't speak about, any other advices for pile number 2, so that they can have a woohalla? That's the cards. And play at the back of the deck. Have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. For some of you, you may have this serious energy in yourself, and I'm now realizing that when I am in this serious energy as well, I don't joke around much. But normally I try to be silly and crack jokes. Maybe you've already seen it if you are a person that watched other of my videos. Sometimes you see when I'm cracking jokes and being silly, but now I'm currently not doing much of this because I'm feeling your seriousness. So have fun, celebrate your accomplishment, be proud of yourself, give yourself the praise of accomplishing it. It does feel really good, and it also is a part of nurturing yourself by giving compliments, because when you were a child, I certainly did this as well. When I would do something and I would show it to my parents because I wanted to hear compliments and say that I did great and so on. So be the proud parent for yourself and celebrate your accomplishment, and try to be more playful. Don't take everything too seriously. I always this card always reminds me of the music from August D. People. August D is an alias of Suga from BTS, and the song People, well, it's more of a rap. There is a passage where he says, I'm so serious, I'm so serious. So sometimes I hear this song when I should be not so serious. Now I'm tapping into this silly joking energy. You should do this as well. So you got 3 cards from this deck. Okay. So the first is the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Well, yeah. There are events happening currently in your life that you think, oh no, why is this happening to me? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's something that needs to happen for you to learn some of your lessons you came here to learn, and also to crack you open so that you can unfold, have this energy out of you. Wait, I feel like I need to read this from the guidebook because my words are currently not coming out as I want, and I don't know how to explain it otherwise. So let me see the ever unfolding rose. Where are you? Which? Da. By the way, da means here in German. Yep. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing, I hope I pronounce it correctly, you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that, perhaps as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Work your lad. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. And when I was reading the part, instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. This reminded me of something I passed through when I was a child. I was bullied, I was laughed at, I was used, my kindness was used from others, I was betrayed. I went through a lot. I did get to me, and I did lose my confidence. I did started to hate myself, but in 2020, when I came into contact with tarot, oracle cards, and other readings here on YouTube, I started to work on myself, and I did, I don't know, so many guided meditations to heal myself, heal my inner child, to work through those limiting beliefs, and to see that all these things that happened to me in the past, even if it was hard, and I was crying a lot, I was not myself anymore because I tried to hide myself, afraid that I will be going through the same thing again. After healing some of those wounds, I started to realize that I had to go through this so that I could learn to be compassionate towards others and have this empathy towards others as well. Because my thoughts were like, I don't want anyone to go through the same thing as I did. So I try to understand others better so that I don't hurt them by doing something that may for me not be hurtful, but for them it could be something that triggers them. So whatever is happening through you, to you, that you think it's happening to you, it's happening for you. There is a blessing in disguise coming in the near future or in the distant future, and you will realize, thank goodness this happened to me. If this didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be this person I am right now. And I do have to say that I'm getting a bit emotional. It's not something to laugh about, it's just me trying to cope up a bit with not being too emotional. This, as you can see, I still have to learn to let my emotions out. That's still a little bit closed down, so this message is also for me. And something that I am too still working on. I'm not perfect, and no one is. So the great gathering. Gathering? Did I mention gathering here in this card? Maybe go back and see that I talked about the gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Yeah, I think that this message that is coming in to you is this missing puzzle piece that you need to hear, see, whatever it's going to be like. And then you will be going, this is what was missing. So everything is now coming together, and you will see the big picture that was hiding in those small pieces of puzzles. You may be getting intuitive hits of some kind, so your intuition may be giving you information as well, so pay attention to this. By the way, intuition is a whisper, and it's calm, and most of the times is the first thought that is coming in is your intuition, or the first feeling. Then your mind is what comes afterwards, and is trying to say, this is not possible, and I'm imagining things, and so on and so on. This is the mental chatter. That's not your intuition. That's most likely either your anxiety, if you have anxiety, your ego that is trying to keep you safe, even though it may be now because it learned to want to keep themselves safe, but sometimes even though it is trying to keep us safe in those moments, it's not every time that it's really keeping us safe from something. Sometimes it comes in a way, and it's not means that you have to discard your ego completely. No, it's just trying to be more compassionate towards your ego and saying, look, we are safe, nothing bad is going to happen. We have support from the divine, from the people around you, and so on. So soul tribe, or maybe some soulmates, your soul families are coming in to help you because you called them to help you. So yeah. And then your last card is Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? There is something that is calling you for you to do, and you may have ignored this call because you were not confident in yourself, that you have what it takes to do this. But as I said in the beginning, you are a master of this. You've done this before. You have everything that in you that needs to do this. So how about you try answering this call and try to work a plan so that you can take small steps to take action on this call. And you see, if you take one little step every day in 365 days, you have walked 365 steps. You've got a distance that you did. You're not going to stand at the same place anymore. You will be you have walked 365 steps, and then you can look back and see, wow, I did come far. And then you have 365 steps next to take, and then it goes and goes and goes, and then in the future you will be seeing, wow, I've come a long way. And that's just because you took one step at a time. So answer the calling. It's always going to be there and bothering yourself in the say, hey, you, do this. Hey, you, have you done this? And it's this constant feeling of needing to do this, and you will feel a bit bothered by this, because it's always there, constantly there, reminding you to do it, and it will stop only when you do it. And this is also something that happened to me when I was I had planned to do this YouTube channel, but I was not putting in the work of filming or anything else. I was saying, yeah, I will start later and so on, but it kept going. Start your YouTube channel, start your YouTube channel, start your YouTube channel. Then came one day that I was, okay, it's bothering me. I need to start so that it can stop. So I started, and hey, look where I am right now. I put a lot of videos up. People have watched it, and I hope I helped some of those people as well. As I hope that I am helping you right now. And I just will keep going and see what happens next. I didn't walk my 365 steps yet. I'm doing this only for a few months now, so let's see where I am next year. I hope you come back next year as well to see where I am. So now I will be using my self-made oracle cards. There are messages, well, quotes from songs that I find encouraging and positive, and I hope that those songs will help you as well, and give you the courage to maybe you can listen to it, so that you have a bit more of this positive mindset, energy. So let's see. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for pile number 2? What music can they listen to? What encouraging messages do you have for pile number 2, group number 2? Anything else you want to add? Any music that will be... Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Let's just gather this. As you saw, I'm not doing this in the right order, so, but doesn't matter. At the back of the deck you have Try Everything from Zootopia. Shakira sings these songs, and look how far you've come. You fill your heart with love. Fill your heart with love. Baby, you've done enough. Yep. Take a deep breath and rest a bit. Wait, this card just said everything I already mentioned. So here a summary. You've come far. Look at it, how far you've come from last month to now, from 2 months to now. You've done a lot, so take a breath and rest a bit. So now, the next song is So What by BTS. Your worries without no answer, don't fall into them and stay in them. Yeah, it's meaning that the worries that keep coming towards you is keeping you from doing things, and you are falling into this swamp of darkness. And it's best if you don't stay in this dark swamp for your own good, mentally wise as well, because there are worries that have no answer there, that are even maybe not true at all, and this is just your mind playing tricks on you. Your mind playing tricks on you. So What Again by BTS. Somebody call me right one, somebody call me wrong. I'm not gonna care about it. Why don't you not do so as well? So what? Let go. Yeah, people say this about you, people say that about you. Basically, what is this is saying that you can't do anything. People will always have something they are going to complain about and say, well, maybe you need to do this like this because this is better, and then the other person says, no, you have to do this, and then you're not going to satisfy anyone. There is always one or two per people or more that will always be dissatisfied with something, and you can't just, well, there is no way to satisfy everyone. So it's best if you can satisfy yourself. That's the most important thing. Whatever everything else thinks about you, that's just don't care, because they are not caring about what others say about themselves. So whatever. So what? Let go of it. Do your thing. Keep yourself satisfied. Next, Try by Clairaudiant. Wait a second, why should you care what they think of you when you're all alone by yourself? Yeah, basically what I was trying to say. Why should you care what others think about yourself when you are alone? More importantly is, what do you think about yourself? I'm just going to leave it there. Again, Try Clairaudiant. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. Take your makeup off, let your hair down, take a breath, look into the mirror at yourself. Don't you like you? 'Cause I like you. Yeah, in this song it's talking about this girl that is running the extra mile to keep her slim, putting on the makeup so that the people like her, because she's trying to fit into something that just doesn't make sense. You don't have to change yourself to fit into something. Just be yourself. Just like yourself like you are. You don't have to work so much on yourself so that people like you. Sometimes it's just better if you like yourself, because there is always someone that's going to not like you, and that's their problem and not yours. It's your mission to like yourself, to be there for yourself, to think highly of yourself. Then you have Dynamite by BTS. This song is English, all in English. The other songs that we had here, So What, is in Korean with some English things in it. Because I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire and set the night alight. Shining through the city with a little funk and soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Yeah, just light yourself up. Just be yourself and shine your authentic self. You don't have to put on makeup to have your hair up so others like you. Your soul tribe, your soul family will like you for who you are, and not for the person you are trying to mask yourself with this makeup. Sometimes my mother and I joke about that there are a lot of, not saying that this is bad, not at all, if oops, sorry, I bumped into you. If makeup makes you feel good, and you are putting on makeup because it makes you feel good and not because someone else said that you should put makeup on, then it's totally okay to put on makeup if it makes you feel good. But there are people that are putting on makeup to hide their face because they say that they think they are not beautiful, but you are beautiful. And we sometimes say that when someone puts a lot of makeup on, really heavy makeup, that that they put on cement, like for doing walls and so on their face. It's like a mask. So not saying that this is something bad, because if you feel good with it, because you want to make yourself good, not because you are doing this because of some insecurity, then keep doing it. Make yourself feel good. For example, I don't put on makeup because I find it strange. It's a lot of work you put on to do makeup beautifully and correctly, and I just have no energy to put so much energy to put on makeup, just to put it to when I get back home to just wash everything away. So I just go without makeup, and I like myself without makeup. I love myself as I am. So maybe this is something for you. Then we have Microcosmos by BTS. This is also in Korean with some English. Shine, dream, smile, or let us light up the night. We shine in our own ways. I shine in my way. You shine in your way. We all shine. We are all stars in this vast sky. So let us light up the night with our true authentic selves. This is everything that I have for this reading, part number 2, group number 2. I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you, and thank you for being here with me to the end, and I will be seeing you at my next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. You chose the Modern Witch Tarot number 3, or the timestamp that is in the description, whatever you did to choose this group. And you also chose the Black Obsidian. I made the intro for this video a few days ago. I then started to look at my crystals and compared this to the gold sheen obsidian that I have, and I saw that this is the obsidian and the other one is the black onyx that I try to mix together. So you are here for your month ahead reading. Oops, I was charging my iPad. This is the spread that I'm going to use. I also showed it in the intro, and this is a spread that I made myself, and I will be using it for this reading. And now let's start. I may be drinking more water throughout the reading because my room is really dry and I get affected by it. So now I'm shuffling. Yeah, I didn't ask anything, but the chair just wanted to pop out. Maybe it's for some of you a sign. The Chariot, a card that moves forward, that's made their decision and will not hold back to go for their success and dreams. So now let's start. What is the main theme of the month of November 2022 for pile number 3? Okay. Upright or reversed? Upright or reversed? This is it. So what does pile number 3 need to look out for in the month of November 2022? What energy does pile number 3 need to release of this past month of October for them to have a good month of November? It's really going fast. Pile number 1, the cards really took its beautiful time to come out. And now, what energy can pile number 3 embody for them to have a good month of November 2022? Please, Spirit guides. What energy can pile that? What advice do you have for pile number 3 for the month of November 2020? Ooh. You didn't saw the card, okay? Just pretend it was not there. What is the possible outcome of the month of November 2022 for pile number 3, please, Spirit? What is the possible outcome for pile number 3's November 2022? What is the possible outcome for pile number 3's? Yeah. The back of the deck, you have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So there may be a delay in your success, in anything that you try to work on. There is maybe going to be a delay, or people are more on the envious side of your success and doesn't look really like they like where you are right now. Can either be that the success that you want is being delayed, or that people are not really celebrating you for the success that you have. Well, let's dive deeper into this with the other cards to see what is going to happen. The main theme of the month is the Page of Wands and the 3 of Swords in reverse. There are now 2 possibilities. With the Page of Wands, this energy is someone that is really passionate about something creative. It can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You don't have to be those signs. You can have a placement there, or someone else in your life has these placements. Really passionate. They are still learning with the Page of Wands to go for their passions and how to go on to the passions. They can be a bit, sometimes can be a bit impulsive and not so impulsive as the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a bit more impulsive, a bit more reckless in this sense, because they are really jumping into it right now. And this person here is looking at the wand, at how the things are growing slowly for them. With the 3 of Swords, normally there was a heartbreak. Something, it can even be that you couldn't do what you are passionate about, and this broke your heart and you were sad that you couldn't do this. And when the Three of Swords is in upright, it means that you need to heal from those wounds. Being in reverse, I think that there are two possibilities. Either you healed from those wounds and you can go try to go words go and do the things that you are wanting to do, whatever you are passionate about, or you are trying to ignore those wounds and those itches from your heart. So it depends on your situation, of course. There are a lot of people watching this, so for everyone the situation is a bit different. But that's the overall energy for your group. And what to look out for in the month ahead, you've got the Lovers in reverse, so there is an imbalance. There is something that's not harmonious right now. It may be a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can also be a work-related partnership. And the balance is off. Maybe someone is putting too much effort into this relationship and the other is just not doing anything and is not I have a hard time pronouncing this word. Reprocreating? Let me Google it real fast. No. Okay, I found it. I was totally off. Reciprocate. Yeah. They don't reciprocate it like you are putting a lot and they are not doing anything. But it can also be you yourself are out of balance. If it's working too hard and not resting enough, not having a balance in work-life balance, or maybe even your mind and a bit of your heart, like you are too much in your head and not listening to your heart, or you maybe are listening. Well, it's never too bad to listen solely on your heart, because your heart knows the way better, because what I believe is that in your heart center, your soul is kind of also resting. This knowing of everything is there, and so it is like your compass guiding you through the things. So maybe you are just too much in your head and not balancing it out with your heart center. There are many ways of things that in life can be out of balance. Maybe you are resting too much and not putting in the work that you need to do. It can also be like procrastinating. Mostly procrastination is not something that you should be hard on yourself and saying that you are lazy. No. The result of procrastination is something that goes way, way deeper, like being afraid of failing, thinking that you will not have the success that you want because you are not good enough. So you don't even try it because you're afraid to fail and not do it. But being honest and truthful, you will never know what is going to happen if you don't try it. It's the same like with me and my YouTube channel. I thought, me, YouTube, I'm not really confident enough in my in reading the cards. I have a hard time when I have cards in reverse. I had to take a sip of water. So I think this will not work out. I'm not good enough for YouTube, but even though my heart still kept going and say, hey, do this YouTube channel, do this YouTube channel, do this YouTube channel. And then I just started to do it, and I yeeted all my worries and things down the trash bag and tried, and somehow it worked. I'm filming this after one of my videos went viral with 2,400, currently 1,400 views, and I was like, what? People watched it? Even though I don't know all the meanings of the cards, but yeah, it's just trying, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and going on. And here I am still doing this. And hopefully I'm doing a good job and trying and helping you in some way. So now, what energy do you need to release from this past month? The 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So this can be related to family matters. Having a problem in family or in relationships that should normally be happy and going down, because Knight of Swords is really a card that takes action in a jiffy. It's like the fastest moving knight in all the 4 suits. The Knight of Wands is the second fastest, and the slowest is the Knight of Pentacles. With the Knight of Swords, you may have just taken a decision and just went for it without thinking and planning it ahead, and now it made you unhappy, or someone else in your life made them unhappy. So you need to release this. I have to do this fast right now, and maybe also overlooking the other person because it affects them as well. All decisions that we make will be affecting us in one way. If you don't do anything and just are procrastinating, the other person that is seeing you will also worry about yourself, wondering if everything's all right, and will also be unhappy in some kind of way. So this energy is something that needs to be released. Going for something without thinking it over, because it can make someone unhappy. It can even make you unhappy because you did something and you are regretting it. But I believe that whatever we choose to do, even if we regret it for a moment, it's just something that we needed to learn for us to grow. And then the next time you've learned the lessons, and you will do it differently and find the middle way of things. Because sometimes you do one extreme, this didn't work out, then you do the other extreme, this didn't work out as well. But we need to find the middle ground of both things. So now I need more water. And the next card is, what energy can you embody for this month so that you have a great month? And you got the Emperor. Now this is an Aries. The sign of Aries. So you need to embody the energy of Aries, and I am an Aries sun. So hi. The Emperor is someone that is confident in themselves. They know what they want and they go for it. They are really strategic. They have a bit of a father energy. The Emperor is the father, and the Empress is the mother energy of the major arcana. The Emperor rules over a whole empire. He is a leader that is charismatic, that listens to the people, but also when they want something, they go for it. They are confident so much. See, they have so much confidence in themselves. They are not going to be fearful of a little mistake. Well, if you have to rule over an empire, it's a bit not helpful if you make a mistake, and that's why the Emperor plans and strategize things, and the Emperor doesn't rule over the things. Normally there are others that counsel him so that he can make a decision. So you need to embody this Emperor energy so that you can have a good month of November. And your advice for this month is the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm looking at now, the Knight of Swords is running to the left, and here with the Knight of Wands being reversed, it's looking like they are going to the right. For me, it's something like you went always with your thoughts to the past here with the Knight of Wands, Swords, and you need to stop doing this so that you can move forward. Because for me, if you go, if someone goes right on the cards, it means that they are going to the future. They are not being held back by the past. And also, the Knight of Wands is the second fastest knight in a suit, so being in reverse, it can also mean that you need a bit to slow down, because this is the fastest. Then you have the second fastest here. So slow down, make plans, strategize before you take action, and don't do too much in one go. Try to make little steps out of it, because I don't want you to overwork yourself. So now, possible outcome of the month is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune keeps turning. One time you are up and you have the fortune and blessings all over yourself, but sometimes it turns and goes down, and you are down. A lot of things happen that you think that are misfortunate, but sometimes those things happen for a reason. I believe that it's mostly a redirection when something doesn't work out as you wanted. Like for myself, an example, I studied in college to be a primary school teacher. I was not excited when I was in college to learn all the theory to put into action afterwards in standing in front of a class. I found it boring. There were some things that I found really interesting, and I was learning this, but when it's something that I have no interest in, I will have a hard time getting it in my head. So this one was one thing that kept me from being happy than standing in front of a class and teaching those subjects. I was not happy being in front of all those kids and trying to be motivated at a subject that I never found interesting at all. So how can I, that's not motivated at this subject, motivate kids to learn this stuff? So this was something else that was not working out. Then I had final exams. 2 of them I didn't pass twice, and I had to take it a 3rd time. And if I didn't pass it a 3rd time, I would be blocked for 1 year and wouldn't be able to go to college for a whole year, so that I can study those 2 subjects, so that I can make the test. Because if you don't have you didn't do well on this exam, you can't really continue being a teacher. One of those tests was a German test, and I completely I only failed the part with the grammar and vocabulary, because it's a lot of rules that you need to know and see the mistakes. But writing an essay wasn't a problem for me. I knew how to do it in a way that I had a passing mark in writing an essay, but everything else was not good. So this was something that was not working out for me. And did all those things that weigh down on you, and you think, why is this happening? And then I had a conversation with one of my classmates. We were teaching in the same class. I was giving maths and she was giving German. And I was always talking about how I'm looking forward when this whole thing is over. And then she asked myself that I'm not, it looks like that I'm not happy being a teacher, and you are only focusing on the things that when it's done, it's done. And then this made me think, like, it's right, I'm not looking forward to come here every day to teach. I'm looking forward to when everything's done, because and then I started to realize that I didn't like this. Never things were not going to work out. So I asked my guides, look, I have no idea what I should do. Should I quit or should I stay? And those challenges are something that I need to overcome and learn. So I asked for a sign to see 111 if it means I need to quit, or 222 if it means that I have to keep going and this is just a challenge that I need to overcome. And I was really specific and said that I don't want to see this as time on the phone, as something else. So I wanted to see the number as something else. And when I was walking home from coming back from teaching, I saw a car that passed by, and the numbers that showed was 111, and so I decided to quit everything and it was one of the best decisions, because I was not happy, I felt stressed out and everything else, and after this, this weight was lifted, and even my friend said that I look a lot happier now that I'm not there. So sometimes those things happen because it's a redirection for you to go to the path where it is going to lead you to the success that you deserve and that you want. So now I talked too much. Let's go and get more information with the oracle card. So please, spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to know about November 2022? Is there anything else you want to let pile number 3 know about November 2022? Is there any advices you want to give pile number 3 for November 2022? Anything else you want to add that I didn't mention? Anything else you want to say? Any advices for pile number 3 for November 2022? That's a bit too much, but okay, I will take it. The back of the deck, you have activated Earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Maybe you are being called by your heart to go to a certain place. Here it looks like Stonehenge. Those places are power points and have a lot of energy, so maybe by going there you will be activating something in you, like your inner wisdom, something that wants to come through to you, or you, with your own energy, you can activate this place to raise in vibration. It can be so many things. It doesn't even have to be Stonehenge or anything big. It can be even a place in your own hometown that you are called to go there, because those energy lines go throughout the whole earth. And there are certain spots where the energy is a bit more powerful, like Stonehenge. I think once I had the vision of the temple in Mexico. Have no clue what's called again. I forgot it. So now, let's see. A star keeper, cosmic ancestor, seated light by staying grounded. Yeah, you may have ancestors from other civilizations if you yourself believe that you are a starseed, and those ancestors, those civilizations are more evolved than we humans and have technology and beliefs that are completely different from us, and they all come from a place of unconditional love. And you came here to seek this light because you have this knowledge deep within yourself as well, and you can seek this light if you stay grounded. So maybe doing a grounding meditation will be helpful. You can even use a crystal to help you ground yourself. I have red garnet is good for grounding, or red jasper. You can even use a carnelian, something that's deep red, because it reminds of the root chakra. A bit orangey is the sacral chakra, so something that's red, dark red. A crystal can help you ground yourself. Going into nature, putting your bare feet on the grass can ground yourself. You can even ask Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, to help you ground yourself. I do this often before I'm doing a reading. I ask her to help me ground myself so that I can be present and deliver the messages. It doesn't work always, because sometimes I'm too much in my head and so I can't calm down. So yeah, you are here to see the light, but you need to stay grounded. The disease of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Mintaka was a planet in the Orion belt. It had wonderful seas, clear and everything, but Mintaka was destroyed. So maybe you consider yourself a Mintakan starseed. I do have a big connection with Mintaka, and I always get goosebumps when I read something about Mintaka. So seeing the potential of an idea, seeing the potential also in yourself, and bring unconscious stuff to light. Like limiting beliefs are mostly things that is ingrained in our unconsciousness and we don't know this. And by doing shadow work, light work as well, we bring those limiting beliefs to our consciousness so that we can transform and alchemize those things. We have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Horus is an Egyptian god. Maybe you have a connection to Egypt, a past life or something like this, or you work with Horus. It was this week when I talked to to my friend, my online friend in the Tarot Divination Amino community I'm in. The link is in the description. And we talked about Ra and Horus. Well, they have Horus energies. She talked about being an energy that protects a lot of things, even though Ra has more of a specific type of protection, and Horus is a bit more, I think she said that it was more general in a way, but I'm not sure. I never got this card before for myself, so no clue what it talks about when I'm sincere, so that's why I'm going to read out of the guidebook. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to open to receiving a new level of support now, from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions. By the way, the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about karmic energy. Many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe. Even if you're going through a difficult time. Protection. Now, the black obsidian is also a highly protective stone, so you choose a stone that emanates protection even. Just came through my thought when I was reading this, so back They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond, to call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. And something that you can meditate on as a question on how can you open yourself up to receiving more support. Yeah, you definitely are not doing this alone. I'm definitely also not going through this stuff alone that I went through. I have my team that supported me when I was unsure. I asked them for a sign and they gave me. They are happy to be here to help. Even friends, if you ask them for help, they will help you. If they don't help you, then they may not be true friends. This is also something that exists. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflicts. Yeah, there may be a relationship that is currently karmic because you both need to go through this to learn and take this karma out, and it's something for your own soul growth. And we have Orion energy again, and we had here Mintaka, one of the planets that was in the Orion belt. So those conflicts that are happening for a reason, so that you both can grow as a soul. Doesn't mean you need to let them walk all over you. No. You have to set your boundaries. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Yeah. Sometimes we wish we had a leader that could tell us what to do and how to go, but it's not meant for you. You need to be the leader yourself and do those things you wish someone did for you, because you are not following someone else. You are here to pave your own path, to be a leader. Then fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. Yeah, this card talks about that everything that is happening in your life, all the extremes of the life, is here to teach us something. Sometimes it is to break karmic cycles that come from family, because for me it looks like those souls that are here passing by. You have a soul, your ancestors that went through maybe the same things, and you are here to cut this karmic pattern off, so that the future generations that come after you don't have to deal with those things. And sometimes you need to not go against this, but to surrender to those things. And fall into my arms is your guides, or the earth, whatever you work with or whatever you believe in, God, Goddess, the universe. They're saying to surrender those fears and everything to them, and let them hold you and help you through this stuff. And your last card is empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So you may be an empath and you absorb energies from others that are around you, and then you feel either lethargic, you out of nowhere feel like you are angry, but without a reason. Sometimes it's not even your energy, but the energy of someone else. So because we had this, let me get my singing bowl. I did this for pile number 1 too, because they had a really energy that needed to be cleansed, and so I put out my singing bowl to cleanse the energy with the sound. So if you are using headphones or you have your volume totally up, please put the volume down right now. I don't want to hurt your ears with the sound of the singing bowl. So this please sound of the singing bowl, please cleanse the energy of pile number 3, the room that we are residing in right now. Please cleanse the energy of pile number 3, the room that they are in right now. Please cleanse the energy of everyone here present. Please cleanse the energy of everyone who's present right now. And you can cleanse your energy in a lot of ways. There are crystals that you can use. This is a selenite one that I purchased to cleanse my energy, and I go through here and I put in the intention to clear my energy from emotions, energies that are not mine and that are harming myself and are not good for myself, that are not for my highest good. So I go with the selenite wand everywhere around my energetic field to cleanse myself. Sound can be cleansing. You can take a salt bath and put the intention of this on the sea salt, that the sea salt and the water cleanses you from energy that are not yours, emotions that are not yours, that you are absorbing and that are not for your highest good. If you are considered if you consider yourself a Totkan starseed, you have a strong connection to water. So water will be really helpful. You can ask the water to cleanse yourself. If you can't take a bath, you can shower. Ask the water to cleanse yourself from those energies that are not yours, that are those emotions that are not yours, those energies that are not for your highest good. You can go to the beach if you live near a beach and ask the sea to cleanse your energy. If you can take a swim, if it's not too cold, then go for it. The sea is a natural cleansing place. You can even go to the forest and ask the tree if they can help you cleanse your energy and take the energy down to alchemize it back to light. Putting your feet barefoot on the grass and ask Mother Earth to absorb those energies that are not for your highest good, and ask her to cleanse this energy back to light, and ask her to send you light energy, energy that will be helpful for you, of course. Now to the next oracle deck. Dear Spirit, what do you want to say to pile number 3 about the month of November 2022? By the way, you can also use incense to cleanse yourself if you want to use smoke. I used Palo Santo for a time, but because I don't know if this is ethically produced, because Palo Santo is a tree that is currently also in the brink of extinction because of those things. If you know that it's ethically cultivated and taken, so like what I mean with this is if they are planting new trees when they fell one, the same can be said of, I have here out. Also white sage, I also don't use it much because the smell of white sage is really strong and I can't deal with it, so I have it in a thing, and white sage is like the strongest thing that you can use to cleanse the energy of a room or of yourself. And also there are times that this is not ethically taken from the nature, so if you can even plant and grow your own sage to make your own sage bundle to smoke cleanse yourself. You can even put the intention on a candle and say, with this candle, all the energy that is not for my highest good, energies that are from others, emotions that are from others that are not mine will be cleansed, and the fire of the candle will burn down and bring it to light. So there are a lot of ways to cleanse your energy. Please do cleanse your energy, because as an empath myself, when I have too much energy on myself, I feel lethargic, I'm not in the greatest mood, and it's really hard on myself. So I don't want you to go through the same thing. So now, please Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 3 for the month of November? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. But this is a card that I never had for myself, so I have no clue what this talks about. Let's see, is there anything else, any other advices you want to give to pile number 3? Okay, well, there is a lot left to say, apparently. But let's put it here. Your back of the deck from this oracle is the crumbling. What are you clinging onto? There is something that you are clinging onto, but you know it's over, so it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Now let me get more water. And what you heard right now was my chair. It's I'm sitting on a rolling chair, so I can roll around. And yes, this was a plastic one. Now, to the initiation card that I have no clue what this is talking about. Let's see. Guidebook, please help me out. Or is the here the initiation? The initiation. Okay, here. 68 here. The initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, and of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shifts from one age to the next, and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. Well, basically, it sounds like a bit of an ego death. That doesn't have to be an ego death. Well, you are, from one chapter, you are entering another chapter that will open yourself up to be more yourself with this card. And I have to say, this is not easy at all, and I'm here drawn to those snakes, and we know that snakes shed their old skin so that they can grow. So you are shedding an old skin that is not serving you anymore, but you are, because of the crumbling, you are still trying to hold on to this old way of being, but it's time to let go of it. Then your next card is Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So the Pleiades are also a civilization that is a bit more advanced than us. They are in the 7D right now. The constellation of Pleiades, if you are living in the northern hemisphere, you can see it in the night time right now. Of course, only when the weather's helping us. I saw it this week, and I have to say it's really beautiful. From here, from Earth, it looks like it's blinking. So the all starseeds that are here on Earth are here on a double mission. One is to grow as a soul themselves, and two is to help the human race grow and uplift. So you are here to raise your own vibration, so that by you raising your vibration, the vibration of the others can raise as well. So welcome in the boat, because I'm here too to do this. I am a starseed myself, and I'm here on this double mission to grow as a soul, and also to help others grow and uplift their vibration. This card that wanted to come out, Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? There is something that is calling towards you. Your heart is telling you to do something, and you may not have answered this card yet. There are a lot of whys you don't answer this insecurity, but I'm sure that you came here because you did it once, and not and so you know how to do it, and you are a warrior here. So what is your heart telling you constantly to do? Is it, for an example, for me, my heart was telling me all the time to start YouTube, till I got so annoyed that I really started to film videos and post it, and then the answer was the call was answered, and so I didn't have this constant feeling of I have to do this. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yeah, you are trying to play yourself down. Maybe you are trying to do the things that others do as well, because it's the normal thing to do, even though normal doesn't exist. You want to fit in because you don't want to be alone, but sweetie, I have to say this. those people that you are trying to fit in with because you are putting on this mask and dimming your light, they are not there meant to be there for you the whole time. There are people that will see your light and love you like you are, your authentic self. So don't dim your light and play yourself down just because the person A right next to you is going through a hard time and you don't want them to feel miserable because you are feeling great. Nah, that's not how it works. You are dimming your own light. You are not acknowledging your beautiful light that you have within yourself. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? For an empath, it is really important to put in boundaries, to say no to things that you don't want to do, because there are humans that either they are doing it consciously or they are doing it unconsciously, that are trying to take on your energy, called energy vampires. I have one in my life, and they are always trying to break down your boundaries. Like for example, I am totally not good with watching horror movies, and then this energy vampires, come on, let's watch this horror movie, it's not that bad, it's going to be fun, you're not alone. But I don't want to watch it, and I say no, I don't want it, and they just keep asking, come on, don't be a party pooper, let's do this. And they are really trying to get their way, and they are not respecting your boundary that they said, sorry, but I will not watch this, I don't feel great. Moreover, as an empath, you should not watch stuff like horror movies or really brutal action movies, because you can take on the energy from those movies and feel be fearful or aggressive, because you're taking on the energy of those movies. So be mindful of what you are watching as well. But yeah, then there is this person that keeps constantly asking the same thing, and you are always repeating the same answer, and this banter is, they are sucking your energy out, because you are putting in energy to set on your boundaries and giving them the means to be sucking it out. And after those banners, I always feel completely depleted of energy. So you have to set better boundaries, and to be firm in your boundaries, you need to be loyal to yourself as well, and not break your boundaries because person A, who is your best friend and wants to do this with you, call you a party pooper, and you don't want to be seen as a party pooper. Sorry, sweetie, but this is emotional manipulation. They are manipulating you so that you feel bad, that you feel guilty and shameful, so that they can have your own way. There is a YouTube channel that's called Psyche to Go. They do wonderful videos explaining those things. It's about psychology, and they explain it so easy that it's understandable. But don't use this to make evaluation of your psychic health. Do the professionals. Go to a professional if you want to see how your psyche is going. It's just there to explain how some things work, so you can see what emotional manipulation entails on. And yeah, don't try to analyze it yourself. If you are a psychologist, then you know how to do this. But if you are not, don't make any decisions based on this video. They even have it on their description that it should not be used for self analyzing stuff, okay? And keep your boundaries up. Say no. And be firm. Be your loyal best friend that keeps those boundaries up. Because if you have this boundary, you don't want to do it, but you keep on letting the other have their way and you put your boundaries down, you are in a way also betraying yourself and your own trust in yourself. So please, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, working through those things like shadow work, healing stuff. It's a lot of energy that is put into something, and after healing you will feel really tired and you need to rest, to retreat, to be more bit isolated and let the universe, whatever you believe in, hold you so that you can take rest, because healing from those stuff is really energetically draining. So rest when you can, rest as much as you can, and don't do too much. So birthing a new age, birthing new creation, streaming a new world into being. This card talks all about that. You came here to create something, create a new age, a new belief system if you can, because you have the inner wisdom from those other civilizations that work completely different, not like humans do. And this can create a new age here on Earth and help humanity rise up. I'm now hearing a song. Rise up to your higher power. And the rest I forgot. It's a bit more of a religious song. If religion triggers you, then I would not recommend singing to this song. But if you don't have a problem, maybe listen to it. Maybe this song has a message for you. Whatever it is, if you were triggered by a religion, maybe you need to work on those triggers, because there are a lot of the church is doing bad things and manipulating everyone and everything and saying that this is bad, this is not what the creator wants, and this is complete BS. That's just my belief. You don't have to share my thing. If you love the church and it helps you, please be happy with them. It's just not something for myself, and I accept you, whatever your religion you have. This is a safe place for everyone. If you believe in God, if you not believe in God, if you love the church, if you don't love the church, you are happy to be here with me. I accept everyone and I'm not going to judge you at all. So now, I will be using my self-made oracle deck. This has lyrics from songs in it that I find encouraging and have a good message to be delivered. You can either listen to this song or just take the messages that came from the oracle deck. Please, Spirit, what music can group number 3 listen to? What messages do you have for group number 3? What can encourage them? Well, this was pressed. So at the back of the deck you have Dynamite, BTS. Because I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire and set the night light, shining through the city with a little funk and soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Yeah. Talks about you being the light and shining through the darkness. So don't dim to fit in. Shine your light everywhere. Be your authentic and true self. This song by BTS is also in English, the whole song. Normally they sing in Korean. If you don't know, it's a Korean boy band, idol. They also have music in Japanese, but yeah. So now, first card, Follow the Rain by 77 Bombay Street. It's an English song. Oh, I follow the rain down to the place where I will see the sun again. Yeah, just follow this path of darkness for a bit, but after you walk through it, the sun is going to shine again. So next is Permission to Dance by BTS, also an English song. We don't need to worry, because when we fall, we know how to land. Don't need to talk the talk, just walk the walk tonight, because we don't need permission to dance. This song talks all about that. You don't need to worry when something goes wrong. Those mistakes are normal, but even if you fall, you know how to land and stand up again and go. You don't need to. It's also encouraging not to talk the talk and just walk the walk. So putting in action on those things that you want to do, because you don't need permission to do those things that you love. Then we have Try Everything from Zootopia. Shakira sings this song. Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. Yeah, basically, you fall down, but you need to get up again. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. Even I made mistakes here on YouTube. Even I had a thumbnail with a typo and it's still there. But it's a mistake that I made, and now I'm learning to really pay attention to what I'm writing so that I don't have those typos. And if something doesn't work out how I planned it, don't worry, I just try it differently. I will try everything to do it like till it works out. This is how life works. Then we have Two Fucks by Adam Lambert. I only trust my tarot cards. Pink flamingos in my yard. People think that I'm from Mars. Whatever. It's talking about that we are all different, and we all are kind of weird and crazy in our own beautiful ways. And we should not think about what other people think about ourselves, because it's their problem and not ours. So be your crazy, weird self, because that's how you came here to be. It's you, and don't try to dim just to fit in so that you are going to be accepted by those that don't accept even themselves. So whatever people think from you, just be yourself, and those that will come and see the beauty in your weird, crazy self, those are the people that truly love you unconditionally. And everyone else that don't accept you how you are, they don't really like you as unconditionally, because they only like this version that you put out just to fit in, that version that is not yourself. That's how it may sound. Now you have Headphones by Britt Nicole. So keep your head up high and dust off your shoulder. It's alright. No, it's not over. Love is here. It came to dry up all your tears. Oh, can you feel it? Gotta believe it. Gotta see it by your side in the middle of the night. Yeah, you are never alone. Love is all around you. From your guides, from your ancestors in the other realm. And it's always here with you through all the darkest nights when you are crying alone in your bed. They are around you, sending you love. So everything's going to be alright. Okay? I really hope this helped you. It was a bit of a heavy reading. I hope that the music can lighten it up a bit. So thank you for being here through this hard, tough love. And I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye!